All right, so you ready for this, MLG?
Yeah, it'll be an experience, dude.
Okay, let's. All right, so we're on Numbani. I already hate it. Let's see. Who are you? What's your
Honeymilk.
honey milk? Okay, you're honey milk.
And I'm dude with unfortunate.
Okay. All right, so this is you here. Your team is running. The fuck is your team running here? Okay, so before we get there, your team is running Hog, McCree, Moira, Lucio, Diva, Genji. Literally, none of this works with anything else.
Yeah, dude.
What rank is this in?
Oh, 3K, dude.
This is at 3K. This is a diamond game.
Yes.
And the comp that your team went out of their way to pick was Hog, McCree, Moira, Lucio, Diva, Genji.
Yeah, dude.
Can you tell our viewers what's wrong with this comp?
I don't know. I can't see anything wrong.
There's literally nothing about this. There's no synergy at all. The Hog's gonna be off and fuck who knows where. The Kree's not gonna have any support. The Diva's gonna get demacked on cooldown. Heavy Draco, I appreciate you. As long as you're hanging out, that's all I need. The Genji's just, oh my god. But let's look at what the other team's running. They're running Zen, Mercy, 2 main tanks, a Doomfist, and a Kree. They literally have a garbage comp too. This is gonna be awful.
You like what you're saying so far?
Wait, whoa, Draco, 5 gift subs. That's too big. That's too big. I appreciate you though. Love to the stream. Love to you, Draco. I appreciate it. All right. Well, we'll let that count up for a second. But okay, so literally none of this works together at all. So this is going to be purely a review of how much of a jackass you can be. And because they're running Zen Mercy, I assume you're just going to go kill this Zen on cooldown, because what does he have to help him? Nothing. Unless the Kree camps on him, you can just get to him for free. Hey, Mocha got one. Yeah, Segi got one. Keegan got one. Corrigan. Oh, it's all awesome people. Bubble Gubble. Okay, so let me look at this orb here. That's a fine orb. You're just trying to build ult charge because you're in the backline already. But why are you using that then? Like, is it? Oh, it'll probably get up by the time you get to the Zen. Yo, Draco, gifting for Yona. Yona, you can't beg for gift subs. What the hell? Okay, so you and your Lucio are already in the back line. They punched in, killed your... Yeah, throwing a heal orb there is not going to do anything. Damage orb's fine. Again, assuming that you're going to be doing this stupidity here. Why are you sucking a Reinhardt? What value does sucking the Reinhardt give you?
Nothing, dude.
Absolutely nothing. He has armor. You know how armor works, yeah?
Yeah.
Basically, each tick of this does like 2 damage. Like it's literally you're better off jumping off the map than doing what you're doing right now. Because this, like, he's not gonna take any damage. Like, he's just gonna stand there with shield and be fine. His Zen's gonna put his orb on him, and like that Zen orb will out damage or out heal what you do to him. Like, I'd say suck this bitch, but she's about to get hooked and killed. Because the fuck is the Mercy doing in the front line in the first place? Jesus, what the fuck is this game?
Yeah,
Freeze over here. Diva's gonna get demacked. You can't do anything about that. Like, the best suck option that you have here is this guy, which sucks. Because he just turns and punches away. Go kill this guy. Look how free this clown is. You and Lucio go kill this guy. Guess what? They're down a healer, and to be honest, their main source of consistent damage, except for the Kree. Go kill this guy. Why would you ever want to? If you're gonna flank on Moira, if you're gonna do this stupid shit here, go kill that guy. Don't suck a Reinhardt off. What are you gonna do? I appreciate all the gift subs though. Hey Mocha, hey Draco. Thanks, Zen. MLG should have just went flank Zen. I'm kind of with you there, Yona. If you're gonna do this, what you're doing here, just play Zen, and you'll just dumpster this kid from behind. But like, if you're gonna flank on Moira, don't suck the fucking Reinhardt when he's got armor. If he's below armor health, fine. But like, he's in armor health. Okay, now you switch over to that. He's just standing still. What the fuck? What is this game?
He was flaming.
Aim your orbs. This thing's gonna go off to Narnia. Look at this thing. It's gonna hit right here, and it's gonna go off and get you nothing. If you put that thing right against this wall here, he's dead. He might die anyway from your Lucio getting all on him. But like, aim your orbs. And yes, this is peak bronze gameplay in a diamond game. Why would you aim it like that, MLG? What are you doing?
Listen, I need to get better at orbs.
If you're gonna, he walked into it. Oh. Okay. Yeah, now you can suck the Reinhardt. Oh wait, you used your heal button. That was unexpected. Okay. What? Aim your orbs. You threw that into a little room. Like, you could have put that right here, and he would have taken way more damage. Yeah, you're gonna get lucky and get some damage on this guy because he was in here, but you didn't know that. Aim your fucking orbs. Now you're chasing, your team's cleaning up. This other team is just god-awful. Okay, that's an example of what I wanted you to do on the first point. You see how fast that little shit dies when... Sure you're not watching me, Draco? Bruh, this is actually a diamond game. This is ridiculous. Are you communicating to your Lucio to go for this guy right now?
We're in comms, yeah.
Okay. Because, like, do you see how quick he dies when you both go for him? He is, unless he has a brig protecting him, and even then, with the amount of movement and the fact that this thing will damage through the shield, like, this guy just dies on cooldown if you're going to be flanking. I'm actually, to be honest, I love this play, whether you're being a memer or not, because your team took A, or was about to take A, right? And they were trickling out of spawn like dipshits. And you go for the big play to go kill some of them and get value out of it. Like, if you, at this point you notice that they're running Mercy Zen, you know they just don't have a whole lot of healing, which means that you can overwhelm them with the W key if you use it. So I'm actually not against this at all. Like, this is actually the way, if you're gonna play this hero and that hero, this is exactly how I would play this. Like, this is not actually bad. Now, your comp's awful, and their comp's awful. You just happen to have a comp where if you do stupid shit, you're more likely to get value than them. If they do stupid shit, they just die. If you guys do stupid shit, you can get away with it, right? Because, like, if you look at it, the hog up here, the hog, he can use his vape and get away if he gets hurt and he does something stupid. Kree can roll away or flash fan if he does something stupid. You have fade if you have something stupid. He has speed if he has something stupid. She gets a remake or can fly away and he can dash away. Your team, if you do something stupid, can just walk away, right, and get away with it. The comp still sucks, but it's a comp that you can basically do stupid shit and get away with. Their comp, not that way. Monkey has his leap to get away, yeah, but if he's leaping in to initiate, which he seems to be doing, He's fucked. Doomfist just gets fucked by anything with movement, and guess what? All of your team has movement. Mercy, she's just gonna fly around between main tanks or sit on her Kree. Like, this is actually kind of the exact way you need to play this, looking at their comp. So I like that. You're actually sucking a squishy with low health instead of a Reinhardt. Now you go back to the Reinhardt. Big plays. Big plays. Look at all that massive damage you're doing.
This will heal you.
Just suck those shields. Suck those shields.
I'm on fire. You'd be wise to stay out of my
Like,
sight.
I'd tell you to go do something else, but there's not really a whole lot else here to do. Their whole team's dead, and there's 2 tanks there. Yeah. It's fine. All right, now you're going deep again. All right. Like, healing, you're trying to heal him. That's fine. Lucio's just murdering a dude up there. Sure.
This will put an interesting hypothesis.
Who's pushing? The Diva's pushing cart. Okay, what is? Okay, honestly, what is this enemy team doing right now?
I don't know. This is the games I get to.
Like, this is a diamond game. You're not fucking with me.
No, I'm not.
Like, that Diva just, or that fucking Zarya just saw her Zen get hooked and killed from here, and decides, oh, I'm gonna push around this way alone into this. Like, the second this Zarya peeks around this corner, this Zarya should just go, nah, and walk back this way. The dropping the ball, that is exactly what they're doing, Draco. Okay. This enemy team might be the worst diamond team of all
Hello
time.
there.
All right. Don't throw orbs at divas. Like, for those of you out there, bye-bye, Mocha. For those of you out there who want to learn something here, Diva is the biggest counter in the game to Moira. Because, and I do well in this game, you might, Draco. If you throw your orb at a Diva, she can eat it and delete it instantly. Like, she is your biggest counter in the game. Don't throw your fucking orbs at Divas. Why are you doing that? Why are you being dumb, MLG? You're not answering me.
You know, I think I have to figure out.
And you
where
threw
to
it at a
throw my
Diva
orb.
again!
Yeah.
Why? This is the last person you want to throw that orb at. If you're going to play flank Moira right now, you're looking at a Diva and throwing your orbs at her. Go over here. Look at what Diva can't see if you're over here. Throw orb. Murder, 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 murder. And then if they push you, you just hit fade. Go back here. Get a health pack if you need to and get the fuck out. Don't stare down a Diva and throw your orbiter. Again, you shouldn't be doing this to begin with at this point. You should be back with your team pushing cart, but if you're gonna do it. I like how you get Cole and that's when you back up like a little bitch. There it is! Their Diva's a feeder. Also, they're still running Zen Mercy, so Cole just, they can't out-heal that. Cole's fine. Your team should have pushed up to take advantage of it, but fine. Sucking off of... Sorry, I wanted to see how much health these guys had and where they were. You're just sucking away here. Now, again, this is one of those things where if you were playing against better players here, sucking this Zarya would get your Kree killed and this guy killed. But they're all backing up. So you get away with it. right, let's see what else you got here. Hey, look, you're actually healing your team. A rarity.
I know, right?
Another thing to note for people who want to play Moira, you build your ultimate faster through healing than DPS. You get more points towards your overall ultimate. So healing gets you there quicker. Okay. Throwing a heal orb for once. Going deep into it. That's all fine. I like that positioning here. Actually, once you hear that thing go off, you peeked it. And again, if he was good, he would have just fucking turned and hit the button and you die. But like staying here, line of sighting it, that's good. Look at this healing. You promised me backline Moira. This is like actual Moira. Directly into the diva again.
Your strength.
Yeah.
Wait till the diva pulls her DM down and then throw it at her ass. This dude would already be dead if you'd already done that. He's gonna die anyway, but he would have died faster. The spawn camp coming in. She didn't eat that one. You're lucky she didn't eat that one. Oh no, they have a May. What are you gonna do? Yeah, all this is fine. I love the damage orb at a frozen May. Big use of a cooldown. This enemy team might be the worst team in the history of Overwatch. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Let's see what they pick for your defense here. Oh, wait.
Ready for battle.
Dun, dun, dun,
5,
Okay, wait.
3, 2.
God damn it. So, did you tell the rest of your team? Or is it just the three of you just vibing?
Oh, it's just the three of us, dude.
Yeah, the difference, Draco, between low-level games and high-level games is when high-level players do something stupid, they're more likely to get away with it. They're more likely to get punished, too, but they're also more likely to get away with it. Like, it's never just... It's one or the other. It's not like, oh, whatever. We're going to shoot each other for 5 minutes and nobody dies. But, okay, so... for Numbani, for those of you who know it, Numbani has the longest walk in the game for the attacking team to get to the point of any map in the game. It is the only map in the game that is a hybrid map where the defenders have a closer spawn room than the attackers do. Over here, back in the corner here. They can actually get back quicker than the attackers can. This is a fantastic map to do a spawn camp on. I don't know why teams don't spawn camp on this more, other than that they might just walk by, and if they get like a diva on a point or something and you let them out of spawn, they'll get a tick off it for free, basically. But you'll see that happen and you can go back. But like, this is actually one of the best maps in the game to spawn camp on, because yeah, you die here. If you die at this door and they're still at this door, you'll get back before they get much done on the point. Again, it's still stupid, but if you're gonna do it, this is the map to do it on. All right, let's see what your plan is here.
Defend objective A.
All right, you're talking about it. You're trying to get it figured out. You're giving him the Lucio scouting. He's too far away to give you speed boost. That little shit. Okay, now he gives you speed boost. You guys took too long to get out of your little area here.
Yeah, it's our first time trying it.
That these guys are already here. See now, again, this is where you get lucky because of the map. Because they have to push through this little room here. They don't have the information that you're not there. If you're on another map and they see only 3 people in front of them, they just hit W and kill it all. But because this map is set up such that they come up through here and they only have this little window, they don't know that they're fighting a 6v3 right now. Like, they don't know that. They're going to push up through here and be like, oh, I'm getting shot by a bastion. They don't realize that they can literally just W this and fucking kill all of you. But these I love this dude like leading the way. I got you, motherfuckers. This is awful.
You're about to face palm more.
Jesus.
This
Okay.
is my will.
I hate this orb. Why do I hate this orb?
Because it only gets 1 bounce.
It only gets 1 bounce, exactly. So you throw this thing here, it'll suck him, it'll suck her, whatever. It'll bounce probably off this corner and out here. So you actually don't even get a full bounce back. You'll probably hit this, it'll go off this way, and you'll just get a couple seconds of suck. If you just wait a second or two and throw this thing into this room, you just get way more value out of it. And yeah, your cooldown's now, what, 6 seconds? So you could throw that there and then maybe get another one here. But I'd actually be, if I was going super aggressive like you are right now, I'd be using Fade right now to get to here quicker so I could throw that into there. Maximize my ult charge out of it. But yeah, watch this thing bounce.
I'm under attack.
You walked into a trap because you're a dipshit.
Yeah.
And you see where this thing went? Just like I said. It's gone. Now, this guy dies because he's not communicating to his team. And these guys murdered him. Which, again, I'll take a Kree versus Lucio flank against a Hanzo any day of the week. Especially in Diamond. Look at this little dipshit back here. You've got an arrow through your chest. An arrow clean through the chest. Actually, through your arm. Arrow through your arm. And you're stuck in a trap. And no orb to heal yourself. Again, that's unfortunate, but you should probably watch where the traps are. You look at it just confused. Now you're healing you're currently at this point in time healing a full health Lucio and an anti McCree. Now, I'm going to tell you something here. You're not getting any value out of this healing juice. And your healing juice is precious. Your healing juice is what allows you to support your team. Luckily, you have a lot of it right now, but absolute waste of healing juice here. Because they don't need it. Oh, he walked in the trap!
Oh, no.
No.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, let's do that one in super slow-mo. Oh, too far. All right, so you see the slip. So you know at this point. All right, so the moment you see this fucker's in the trap, you know he knows you all are here, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows, you know he knows. Now, your Lucio's dead here. Your Lucio should die no matter what here. You don't have to die. You can leave. Going and taking this fight in a small room against a Junkrat, you're going to die every time. But the second you see this, like, get the fuck out of there. Because he now has the information. But let's watch this in super slow motion. As you walk forward, so confident. He even sprays the wall because he knows he's going to kill you. Oh, man, does he get the Lucio too? He should get the Lucio too. Oh, he must not have had another mine. Oh, yeah, he throws the mine. And yeah, he gets the Lucio too. Both of you are fucking dipshits. And you're both bad at the video game. He does eventually die. But...
Reflect upon this. Objective lost. Stop the payload.
But yeah, Another thing, learning thing for anybody out here, if you are playing a flanker, which Moira's not a flanker, but if you're going to be playing a flanker, say a Tracer, a Sombra, whatever, Genji, Junkrats can do a lot of damage real fast, but sneaking up on them is very, very valuable. If you see somebody in a trap, he has a big thing on his screen that says, this person's in the trap. So he knows somebody's there, and so now he has information. Don't let him have that information. Don't fight him. Get the fuck out of there.
The power of destruction.
All right, that is the luckiest bounce I've seen in a long fucking time. Did you see that?
What's the
MLG?
bounce? Like how it bounced on the right
Yeah.
side? Or...
So you throw this. Oh wait, I didn't move back far enough. You see how it hits this corner and goes right into their whole team? That is the luckiest bounce of all time. Like if I back it up just a little bit more. You throw this orb. Whoa, what? Oh, I broke it. Never mind.
This will heal.
But yeah, no, it's really lucky. Because you get a ton of ult charge for throwing a shitty one. Bastion scares away the monkey. Throwing your damage orb at nothing and just hoping. Like, literally, the only thing you have to worry about with Moira is your orbs and where you put them. It's the only thing you have to aim on the entire fucking hero, MLG. Like, you just threw this orb to Narnia. Like, you aimed it here. What value is it going to get? If you're going to just throw a random damage orb, throw it here so maybe it has a chance to bump around things. Go over here, throw it there. But you literally just yeet this thing off the map. Stop yeeting. You can flank Moira so much better if you actually use your orbs properly. Oh, angry monkey. That's all fine. That monkey's a fucking idiot.
Touch from afar.
Did she miss that sleep on you from that close? That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, she deserves to die. Yeah, all that's fine. I have no idea what you're trying to aim at, but it worked, so.
What an interesting hypothesis.
He thought he was gonna get away.
Hello. Mahal.
Wait, did that one actually go in the room? I don't know why I've got this like lingering one here. Did it get in there? I don't know. Yeah, that orb got in there. That's good. Yeah, that's exactly. Those are the type of orbs I want to see. Things that can stick around for a while and get value. God, their monkey's a fucking dipshit.
I know, dude.
Like, I don't know what else to say.
I'm restoring you. Get into position.
Alright. Looking around for a flank. I love how the one time you should throw a damage orb, you throw a fucking heal orb. Like, there were like 3 people at half health in front of you, and you threw a heal orb at a 100% health ball. Like, what the fuck?
I thought it was for Lucio. No? Or...
Lucio, look at how much health Lucio has. 100% health. 100% health, 100% health, 100% health. Nobody on your team needs healing except for this guy. He's literally the only guy who needs health. This bitch
okay,
can...
then.
This bitch can die. This bitch can die. This guy, whatever. Your Lucio's on healing with a Winston on him. He's probably not going to die. He also has beat right now. This is like the one time you should use the damage orb. And you use the damn heal orb.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
You're not even thinking. You're just like assuming that they're low on health. Again, you could be doing your flank bullshit at a master's level.
Your strength.
That's fine. You have beat. Just fucking boss the kid if you have beat. That one, I like the idea of throwing the ball in there just to force them to not be able to push out. But you want to throw it at a little bit of an angle so that it sticks around longer. You threw it directly back into their spawn room, which means it's not going to get much value. Literally, Moira's the easiest hero in the world. The only thing you need to know is how to bounce your balls properly. Like, that one's not going to get anything. Oh, it does? Those dipshits walked into it. All right. Now you're almost up to Cole.
Allow me to repair the damage.
He's fine. He's fucking fine. Why are you throwing your heal orb at that guy? He's fine. That's your most useful ability, and you threw it to heal what? 10%? Less than 10% of his health. Actually, wait, no. Like, yeah, about 10% of his health. Like, and your Lucio can go heal him. Your Lucio's standing next to him. You just use your most important cooldown for nothing. Again.
Ooh.
Oh, it's not the flank Moira or the aggression that I think is bad. I think all of the aggression stuff is actually pretty good. Like, you're cleaning up kills, you're helping to support your tanks, you're healing when it's needed for the most part. It's just how you're using the ball that's really bad. You're throwing it at low value things, and now because it's a 6-second cooldown now, it's like a 6-second cooldown, right? 6 to 8 second cooldown. It comes back so fast that you're getting away with it. If they ever raise that number up, you're dead here so many times, and you get so much less value. All right, here's another thing. This is a really important thing for. Now you're low health here, which is something that you might die here if you don't pop this. But one of the things you should almost always do with Moira, if you can, is throw out an orb before you use your coalescence. Because when you're in your coalescence, you can't use an orb, but the orb effectively doubles your damage or doubles your healing when you throw it out there. So you have 1 second on it. If I was you, I'd be trying to sneak up against this wall or something, get that 1 second, throw the heal orb, or throw the damage orb if I want to be real greedy, and then pop coal. Because then what you do is you basically effectively double what you're doing right now. It's usually really bad form to coal without throwing your ball first. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
Like, again, you're at 48 health here, so you could maybe convince me that without the passive healing that you get from coal and hitting things and kind of sucking the life out of people, that you wouldn't live here unless you do it. You can maybe make that argument to me, but you could also just wait a second and try it. Yeah, because see, you die there anyway, right? If you actually throw your heal orb, you probably live there. Because you get the healing from the orb, and you get the healing from the coal. Which means, you become an unkillable monster to these two. There's no way these two are bursting you down through that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's a Moira tip that a lot of people who play Moira only occasionally don't know. That they should just throw the orb first. Like, that's fine. I would have thrown a healing orb there instead of a. God, it comes off cooldown so fast now. Jesus.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, you get away with so much stupidity here just because that orb comes off cooldown so quick. She's still not a good hero, but like.
Get into position.
Bye, Mr. Orb. See you later. See where it's going?
Yeah.
To the moon, baby. It's like a stonk. It's going to the moon. Aim your fucking orbs. Like, I know you're trying to heal your Lucio here. So if your goal is to heal your Lucio here, bounce that shit off this car. You could, if you want to be safe, you could bounce it off this wall so it hits him a little bit, or this wall here, and it bounces back towards him, right? But you threw it at the back of a curved cart, and it went to the moon, getting no value. It's literally the only thing you have to aim on this hero. The only thing. You keep throwing it off the... Like, take the half second that it takes to aim it right. Because if you throw this thing off of here, and then you rotate here, it slows down when it starts healing somebody. So you're in a dangerous spot right now. Like, this actually isn't the worst because you're just trying to stall card here. But you're in a dangerous spot here. You got a Hanzo here, you got an Anna here, right? You bounce that thing off this cart here, and you slip into here. Either with Fade. I don't know if you have Fade right now. Do you have Fade right now? No. But regardless, you end up walking around here. You can basically follow that thing as it goes, and as long as you don't get naded, you probably don't die here. But with that thing going to the moon, you're dead as a doornail. At least that's my prediction.
Yeah, I'd probably die here.
You fade up and then you die, yeah. You're probably dying there no matter what, but you might get away with it if you bounce that orb properly.
I must reflect upon this. What an interesting idea.
I feel like you gave up on your backline shenanigans a bit here. You've been frontline Moiraing this whole defense.
Yeah, just a bit.
Which is fine, but you currently have Ball and Hog. What you should be doing right now is going and swapping to Zen and just dunking on these clowns with Zen. But if you're going to run the Moira, if this is like you're committed to this, you're committed to the Moira, you have to be a fucking goblin on the flank because she can walk at you and kill you. Fade doesn't take you that far away. You can Fade. He jumps after you. He can insta-gib you. He can insta-gib you, right? You need to come from the side, not the front.
I can't before.
Yeah, like, look at that. He hits you once by accident, by the way, and you're at 80 health. Oh, you are lucky. Woo, you are lucky. Nope, you're not lucky. You suck. But yeah, if you're going to play Moira in a flank bullshit comp like this, like actually flank,
Allow me to repair
the reason why they take this is you stopped what was working for you. Yeah, you're fucked now. Like, that's an okay orb because you're basically bouncing it off the bottom of the cart. So it's gonna ding, 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 ding. It's gonna stay here for a bit. That's actually a good orb. Yeah, but then they just have ults. Yeah. MLG, if you're gonna play flank Moira, actually flank.
Initiating match.
Science will
All right,
reveal
back
the
to
truth.
flank Moira.
Ready for battle.
All right, you're gonna try this again. All right. So,
3, 2,
will this work better this time? My guess is no. My guess is they walk out and come kill you guys on the right.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
The junk found y'all out, but now he's in a world of hurt because his team left his ass. Your bullshit orb almost killed him. I want to watch this from up here. All right, you throw that orb. Where does it go? It goes all okay. This is one of the most bullshit orbs I've seen in all time. It doesn't kill him, but look at what this orb does. You throw it at him here. You bounce it in, there, back out here. It goes all the way back over here. It bounces there, there. It's bounced like 15 times at this point. Bounce there, and goes exactly where he is. It does just enough damage that you get a little. He dies, and his cooldown isn't up yet to fly away. I can't. No. So you got lucky because let's see, where was his cooldown on the It was like 1 second up. Like if that doesn't do that little bit of damage, he might be able to get away. That's fucking amazing. I hate you. I want you to know that you're the worst gamer of all time. Also, how fucking broken is Moira? Your first orb just ended and you just threw a second one.
Yeah, I've been broken here.
Like, what are you aiming that at? These guys? What are you aiming this at? Like,
yeah, I don't know what I was aiming that at.
you literally are just throwing this thing at random and it's working half the time. I hate you. I hate you so fucking much. Aim your orbs. That's literally the only teaching point. Imagine if you had your orb there. You would have killed her way faster. Again, you're getting away with this because you've got your other goblins flanking with you. But you're not doing anything to help them, to be honest. You literally just existing. They're doing all of the work. And you're doing nothing. At least help them.
This will restore you. Your struggle ends. This will improve your condition.
They almost capped that. That's kind of funny, actually. Alright, let's see what you do here between fights. You're going to throw a random orb. And my belief is that it's going to hit one person maximum for a grand total of about a second. Let's see.
This will heal.
Oh, you threw a heal orb for once. Okay. Oh my god, this other team is... Oh man, they are special. Oh no, they're going to backcap you?
60 seconds remaining.
Oh man, if your Creed didn't recognize it, they would have got the backcap.
Get into position.
Generally, one thing that I'll say, and this again, back to coaching mode instead of making fun of you mode. As a support, you can heal ball a little bit, right? Like if you have a chance to throw a heal on him, whether it's a little squirt of piss or whether it's you're playing Ana and you have an opportunity to shoot him with a shot or two, fine. But ball is not your problem. Do you see how he literally just walked past, he just rolled past this thing and it did maybe like 10 healing to him? Like,
Yeah.
don't waste that on him. Just squirt him with a little piss as he goes by and let him go on his way. Because, like, frankly, you either hold your heal on him to get him to health and you waste a shit ton of your healing juice, which is more useful for other heroes on your team. Or, yeah, this just did nothing for you. Again, you get away with it because the cooldown's 6 fucking seconds now. But that's the only reason.
Tell me how this.
Oh, imagine if you had an orb right now. That guy'd be dead. He would totally be dead. You'd throw an orb in there and he would die. Like, that orb that you threw in there did a shit ton of work. Did you see that? Imagine if you'd thrown it earlier, you would have saved your teammates. Through damage. Off the Narnia again with the orb. Fine.
Yeah.
This will restore surrender.
You just threw a heal orb at their half health Zarya instead of your half health Lucio. Lily, there's only one thing on this hero you have to aim. That's your ball, and you threw it at a half health Zarya and a Lucio instead of your own fucking team. I do like that you threw it and then coalesced. That's good, but aim the fucking thing. And you're getting backcapped again.
I'm on fire. You'd be wise to stay out of my sight.
That's fine. Your team will run them off.
This will heal you.
And I'm assuming that's their attack here.
This forth.
Okay, let's check your attack.
Round 3 complete.
Alright. Honey milk.
Ready for battle.
Alright. See, what is your team running on attack here? You've got... So this person's like, I'm not getting any healing. Let me heal my fucking self. If this dude was on Soldier 76, you'd be like the most self-sufficient comp in the game. Alright, you have 344 to get one tick. It looks like you get it in like a minute. Hey Sparrow, how you doing? We're doing a little VOD review action here. Okay, you're going underneath. You're going for the same flank as before. How did none of those things hit you? Also, your buddy's an idiot. Like, that thing wasn't even in a hidden spot. That was here. Like, and it was, if it's exactly here, yeah? It's literally over this edge. He could see it before he gets there. He's a fucking idiot. Don't do that. You live, Sparrow? He's lucky that he has you guys there to help him out. Oh, what the fuck was that? He's so bad. That was a nicely aimed orb. Good job. Yeah, you're in cleanup time now. Your team's not on point, even though you're... Okay, now you have somebody on there. I'm pretty sure it's done, yeah. Oh, your teammate's fucking with him. So, what did we learn here today, chat? About MLG and his Moira play? Tell me what you guys think we learned from this, like, 45 minutes of watching this gameplay. Tell me what you guys think. No? Nobody? Nobody in the chat? What do you think you learned, MLG?
I gotta learn how to aim and bounce my orbs and...
Yup.
What is it? Not step in the Junkrat traps.
Don't step in the Junkrat traps. Maybe be aware of where you're looking and what you're doing.
Maybe.
No. Know which orb to be using in which situation. I.e., if your team is low, use your heal orb. If their team is low, use your damage orb. Generally. But, like, once you get good at the orb and you're just like, boom. And you can get it to, like, bounce 3 times exactly where you want it to, you become an absolute menace. One of my favorites is if you can get somebody in a small room like this, you just go. And you do so much damage real quick. And it just sits in here, right? You're doing a lot of throwing it at corners. Corners are extremely unpredictable. Any sort of object that has, like, a corner or, like, something like this on it, you don't know where that thing is going when it hits this corner here, because you don't even know if this is coded as a flat corner or as, like, a curved, right? You want to be looking for nice flat corners like that you can put it off of. And you want to play it for maximum value. So it takes some time, but being able to recognize, oh, my team is in this room. Let me throw it down like that so that it stays on them the most. oh, my team's pushing in this direction, right? And they're low. Let me throw it in that direction at them, right? It's about predicting where your team is going to be or the enemy team is going to be, and then bouncing it to maximize the value that you get out of that. But it's literally the only thing on this hero that you need to aim, so just take your time to aim it, and you'll be good. Positioning-wise, I actually liked you more flanking than when you were frontlining.
Yeah, my front line isn't very good.
Well, it's not necessarily that it's very good. You saw the comps you were running, right? Hog ball, like, sorts of weird shit. Like, you have no help if you're frontlining as Moira. But if you're, you know, if you're backlining and you're there with your Lucio, you at least can get work done before you die.
Surrender to my will.
But yeah, that's really all I got. Any questions from you or the chat?
Touch from afar.
No.
Oh, what was it? Like,
Allow me to repair the damage. Injured again.
so I want to be like aiming it on like flat surfaces. So do I just have to go on each map and learn where that is? Or...
Like, you could do that, but it's usually pretty easy to know by look, right? Like, this wall's flat. This is not flat, right? There's a corner here. Like, you might end up in a situation where, like, you're positioned here, right, and your team's here, and you've got to heal them, right? Like, you can throw it off this thing, but you might fuck it up. It might hit this corner, and it might go off, and you just got to take that sometimes. There's not always a perfect wall, right? But anytime there is a perfect wall around, you want to be using that. Like, a good example is, like, say my team's pushing through here, right? So say this is like a thinner choke, and they're pushing through here. And they're, like, right here right now, right? They're a little bit farther back. You could throw it to try to hit right here,
Get into position.
right? And almost perfect. But you could also, if you're aiming for there, you could end up fucking it up and going like that. And it's gone as your team pushes through the room, right? But then you could also orient yourself here and just go like that.
This will heal.
And then they can push with it, and it hits the nice flat wall. It's really, it's a lot of trial and error and learning
I will rebuild
what to do
you.
and where. But, like, this here is an awful object to throw a ball against. Because look at
Power
it.
of destruction.
It's gone. Like, see how quick that thing fucking flies away and does nothing? Like, this is an object that you would want to avoid. Walls are good. Sometimes there's really weird geometry on maps that you get fucked by. Like, stairs suck. Sometimes you hit it on stairs and it just goes to who the fuck knows where. There's some geometry where there's like little lips like this here, where if it hits this lip right,
Allow me to repair
it can
the
launch straight up in the sky. So there's all sorts of weird shit that can happen with your orb. But general idea is you want to aim it towards flat surfaces and predictable flight paths. Because then you can work with it.
My will.
Double kill.
Okay.
Yep. And make sure that if you can throw it before you pull out your coalescence, you do that. But yeah. Moira's a pretty fucking simple hero. Aim your balls right. Suck when you should suck. Pee when you shouldn't pee. Don't die.
Time to the lash.
And you'll be fine. God, that 6-second cooldown is so fast.
Yeah, it's broken.
She has almost no downtime now. Like, Jesus. No wonder the pros are using her in certain comps.
This will improve your condition.
God, that's fast. Yeah. Anything else? I don't know if you know how to fade jump. I don't. Fade
Yeah,
jumps
that's what
are-
I was gonna ask. Like,
Injured
is
again.
that, yeah.
But like fade jumps are very geometry dependent. They're very similar in nature to like Doomfist rollouts to do like diags and shit. In that you have to hit a certain type of corner at a certain speed and angle, and you can like launch yourself up. There are certain maps where I can do it on. Like there's Hanamura, you can do it to get up into the window pretty easy on attack on B. There's like a little rock out there, and you can kind of fade jump off it. But it's really geometry dependent, and like I did it a little bit there, but it's if you want to like that one, I would point you to guide videos on YouTube that exist for like 10 Moira jumps on each map or whatever that people make. Like,
This will heal you.
because it's one of those things. He's an attack that's it's not that hard to pull off, but it can't be pulled off everywhere. So you kind of need to know where it's usable at. I don't play enough Moira to give a shit. To be honest.
Oof. Alright.
Because most of the time when I'm playing Moira, I don't need to use that tech. Because if I'm playing Moira, it's because my team's running a certain form of brawl where my team's going to be wrapped around me the whole time. If I do shit like that, then I'm not with my team, which is where I need to be. You know what I'm saying?
To repair the damage.
So, like, that's a very specific tech for very specific circumstances. If you're going to be running Moira as a flank like you were, you should learn it because it will help you get on even juicier flanks. But it's not something I give a shit about using.
Surrender to my will.
Like, yeah, any object that's kind of curved and short like that, you can do it off of. But yep, that's all I got for you. Unless you have any other questions.
Alright, thank you.
Your strength.
No problem, man. I hope you continue to cause problems for other people as a flank Moira.
Yeah, I did.
If you want to be a non-flank Moira, I can teach that as well, but it's a little bit less interesting. It's, oh, my team's taking a bunch of damage. Let me throw heal orb. Oh, my team's taking a bunch of damage. Let me throw heal orb.
So it's just all heal orbs?
Yeah, so general rule of thumb with Moira is unless you're using your damage orb in a like reset scenario where it's like, oh, I just got to get some fucking ult charge, or like an early like throw it at the spawn scenario, like your damage orb is for three things essentially. Build ult charge in times when your team is safe. So say your team is playing way back and you're throwing it at a spawn door, or it's a reset, or if it's like clean up, right? You just yeet that thing because whatever, right? You're just trying to build ult charge with it. Second usage for it is to confirm kills. So you don't do much damage with your right click. You just don't. But if you're in a situation where you see something that's half health, or you need to take a duel with something, throwing your damage orb can be the difference between you killing them and them killing you. So it's generally good to use in those circumstances. And that's really about it. Building ult charge when you're in a safe position with your team, or confirming kills. Especially because most of the time you're going to be playing Moira, you're going to be playing in a pure brawl type setting where you've got all your teammates around you. So the other thing to note here that most people who, you know, play Moira or don't play Moira, I don't know if they don't show the numbers in the game, I don't think, but your maximum damage on your orb
Science
is
will
300
reveal the truth.
for damage. Do you know what your maximum heal is for the heal orb?
No.
400.
Allow me to repair the damage.
So say you're in a brawl and you're all pushing
Regenerating
forward,
your cellular
and you throw a
structure.
damage orb, you know, and you get maybe one or two of the enemy team, but you hit it perfect and it goes, all of it is used. You just got, you know, maybe 10 to 20% ult charge. You do the same thing with your healing orb and you get all 400 damage worth of value out of that thing. You've done about 50% ult charge. So when you're in a group and you're grouped up in a brawl, you almost always want to use your heal orb because your value as a hero comes from your ultimate. You don't really do much outside of your ultimate because you don't do a high amount of burst damage. You don't do a high amount of burst healing other than when your orb's up, which does, you know, semi-burst healing, but it's still over time, right? It's not equivalent to like an Ana shot in terms of burst healing, right? You have no immortality field to save people. You have, like, you have fade to save yourself, but like that's it. You don't have the, like, your most valuable asset is the fact that you get coal up really, really fast. And so you should be playing the majority of the time on Moira just to get your coalescence up. What is the fastest way I can get that thing up? And then my team can do things.
Ligdam Karula. This will restore.
And you can
Yes.
maximize that more with your heal orb than you can with your damage orb. Again, there is a bit of a situational thing there. If your team's at full health and they're backing up and they're not going to push on you, yeah, throw your fucking damage orb. Right? But for the most part, heal's your priority. That's your job.
Your power is mine. Vishkashin.
Make sense?
Get into position.
Just look how fast it goes up. I just healed these guys here. I went up like 25%. I throw basically the same orb over here.
Cast this forth.
Goes up like 10%. It's like half as much.
Carry out.
Surrender to my will.
Yep. And then when you're about to
It was
coal,
only to be expected.
the choice between using a damage orb before coal or healing orb before coal is
Allow me.
highly dependent on the state of the fight. If the fight is, hey, my team's all really low, like say, you know, your team's just been chunking with damage, they have like a Reinhardt chasing after your team, heal orb,
This
coal.
will heal you.
If your team's fairly healthy and you want to push, damage orb and then coal. It's very, very fight dependent, situation dependent. But yeah, Moira's an easy hero. Not much to talk about with her.